What's this? A letter for me? My good friend Drogar, I do hope this finds you well. My days of late have been quite eventful, so my ability to write you has been limited. No doubt you are surrounded with a spirited group of adventurers, standing against the darkness somewhere in the world. Know that no matter how many years pass, I still remember our adventures in that ancient tomb. Oh my God, this must be from Elias. Even then you are lending your wisdom to anyone who would listen. Still, despite some powerful obstacles, we were victorious. I felt compelled to let you know that you made a strong impact on me. I was still early on my career in the service of Helm, and you modeled well the example of living life as an honorable cleric. I attempted to divine your whereabouts, but alas, all I could see through my granted abilities were mists. Oh, poor Elias. If only I could send a message back in some way. I pray to Helm that you and whoever is in your charge remain safe. In any event, may you always trust in the light and never doubt your purpose. Your friend, Elias, Cleric of Helm. Oh, Elias, this cursed realm keeps me from communing with my god as well. May Helm protect you, and may he protect us all.
Hey Dungeoneers, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of the Strahdcast. If you like what we do here, remember to follow us on YouTube or subscribe via your favorite podcast app to get notified every time we release new episodes. Thanks again, and take your listen with advantage.
When last we left our heroes,
After finishing an oatmeal breakfast, they were surprised by the reappearance of Ireena and Dmitri. No longer content to let destiny steer her course, Ireena made a stirring plea to travel with our heroes on their adventures, to which they agreed. Setting out for Berez, it did not take long for the swamps to reveal their hidden dangers. After experiencing some of the local fauna, our heroes were ambushed by a squadron of scarecrows standing sentinel in the mists. How will our heroes dispatch the straw men, and what else could the swamps possibly hold in store? Find out now on the Strahdcast. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Shuffle off this mortal coil and transport yourselves to the far, foggy realm of Barovia.
He tilts his gourd head back. And he reaches up again, pulls it off his shoulder, and from out of the gourd, two eye sockets and a mouth explode, and gouts of fire spill forth from its head as it rears back and fastball pitches his head towards the cluster of you. I need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw.
It's a fucking fireball.
Everybody.
Everybody everywhere.
So I have a thing. Give me a second. I think I have a thing that might give me advantage on this.
It is something you can see. So yes.
Okay, so yes. Dexterity, so 20. Dirty 20.
You know what? You keep telling me to use my inspiration, so I'm going to use my inspiration.
Use your inspiration if you got it.
Yeah, that didn't help me. All right.
Smoke them if you got them.
Well, that's what happens when you bet on black.
Said Campbell, the person who says that now.
I got it.
Okay, what do we have? Sorry, say one more. What was it? One more time.
14 for me.
14. What do you got, Olaf?
Fucking 9.
9. What do you
17.
got? 17.
20.
Okay. You see this pumpkin gourd turn through the air with this gout of right out of its mouth flickering blue and then cooling to orange fire as it tumbles through the air, and it lands right there at Ireena's feet.
Fuck.
Oh no.
And explodes. Everyone, Drogar, you're going to take 22 points of fire. Well, but you would actually still take
11.
And with the sash. So you are actually going to take 6 points of fire damage.
Oh yeah.
As is everyone else who is wearing the sashes. 6.
Wow.
Because it is fire damage.
Wow.
Very nice.
However, Dmitri and Ireena really have to dive out of the way, and you see them get kind of like washed and scored with flame as this pumpkin head explodes.
I think I failed that, so I would take 11.
But you
I
take
had a 9.
What did you get?
A 9.
Oh, I'm so sorry then. Yeah.
11.
You take 11, right?
So you would take 22, you would take 11, because everyone has resistance to fire damage now. That's his turn. It's gonna be Scarecrow number 9, who's gonna attack Winnie. 17 to hit.
No. Shield of Feet.
Shield of Feet!
Yes.
Go!
It goes to like run its Freddy Krueger claws like right into you, and then boom! It like bounces off the
and
shield.
like when he looks back and sees Drogar's like the flames are licking and he's still holding it.
Yeah!
He's still concentrating on the Shield of Faith. Yeah.
Great.
Hang on, little one.
That is going to be Dmitri and Ireena's turn. Dmitri is going to shoot his hand forward at number 9 right there. It's just like going to grab it on one of its forearms. Grab hold of it. He just like shoots his hand forward and it rests there for a moment on the Scarecrow's wrists, and then whap! Like electricity spirals across its body as he shocking grasp.
He grabs it right by the hay meat stick.
Yes, exactly.
Got him right in the hay meat.
Got that. And that's gonna do.
Don't you hate it when they hit you right in the hay meat?
That's gonna do 2d8.
I love that sound of like lightning.
Whap! Number 6.
That's what lightning sounds like.
Whap! You know what? It does sound like that. Don't make fun of me. 7 points, and it can't take reaction, so. Oh, but there's another one right there. Shoot. Never mind, my plan is foiled. All right, that's Dimitri's turn. Ireena.
Don't you hate it when the
Dmitri,
DM
or
plays
your plan
again?
is a bad guy? Which plan is foiled?
My plan is Dmitri.
Damn it.
My plan to defeat
I
myself.
forgot there was another one right there.
Don't you hate it when the DM plays against himself?
Oh god, my life is complicated. Okay, Ireena's gonna go.
Yeah.
She takes a few steps back, like righting herself from the gourd exploding, and you can see like her sleeves are a little tattered. A couple of cinders she like bats away, and then whirls her head back around, her braid like spinning in the wind as she refocuses and sets herself and pulls a javelin off of from out of her sling across her back. She's gonna huck one right at the guy on the horse.
Come on, baby girl.
You fucked that pumpkin head up.
Oh, that's gonna hit. Great. She chucks a javelin and it impacts in the Scarecrow's chest as it sits atop a horse. And it just stands there unmoving. We are back to the top of the order, Olaf. And then it's a couple of Scarecrows, and then Winnie, you're back up.
Good throw, Ireena.
Thank you, I've been practicing.
As like the pumpkin dude is like, ow!
So he's gonna turn and just rip some more shots off that horse motherfucker. I'm gonna have to take this at disadvantage, right? With the people around me?
Yes, because there are other
son of a
enemies
gun.
within.
I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Like I think the biggest threat is that dude on a horse, so I'm just gonna let these other dudes attack me and I'm gonna focus on that thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do another bursting shot.
Based on how you just like embodied Ireena, I now canonically think she's played by Annie Murphy
Annie Murphy?
from Schitt's Creek.
Ah la 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 la. A little bit Ireena.
She would do a good job.
She would. I think it makes a lot of sense.
A little bit Ireena.
The way you were just like, thank you, I've been practicing. Like that's
yeah.
such Annie Murphy just then.
Oh my god, Drogar! Drogar! Yo, Drogar.
Okay, so first shot is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
That's with my bursting shot.
That'll play.
4 points, force damage to anyone within 10 feet.
Him and the horse. Yep.
That is going to be
And the horse he rode in on.
10 points. 10 points of radiant damage for the bow shot.
Great.
I've been through the
And then I'm going to
marsh on
shoot
a horse
again.
with no name. It
Fire
felt
away.
good to get out of the mud.
That is a 24 to hit.
That'll do it.
And that is 11 points of radiant damage.
Uh-huh.
And that will end my turn. And then, no, that's it. I'm just gonna curse under my breath.
It's the Berserker way.
Sangzor.
Great. Okay, the Scarecrow's back up. Number 7. Where are you?
Right there in between Winnie
Dude,
and
Dmitri is really
Kinda.
having a rough go of it here. That's gonna hit again. They're just, I think at this point now, they're like starting to pile on top of him. You know, he like shocking grasped that one, but he couldn't quite get away. And so then the one behind him like throws a claw over, so he's starting to get overwhelmed. Number 4 is gonna move up. He's also gonna attack Dmitri. Because he's closest. That one will miss. Number 8 is gonna attack Winnie. That'll hit 22.
Yeah.
9 points of slashing. And Winnie, you're up.
Okay.
Again, it just like cuts across.
Oh, God. I'm feeling stressed. First of all, I'm going to send a healing word over at Dmitri.
Okay.
How does spells work? I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. So let me find it.
So that'll be 3d4?
Yeah.
1d4, an additional 1d4 for each spell slot above level 1.
Yeah, so 3d4 plus 4, right? 5.
15 points of healing
Great. So
at
yeah,
Dmitri.
that's amazing. So yeah, you kind of see him getting overwhelmed, right? As these scarecrows, they just all rush you.
Yeah.
It's it's quite a scrum you're in right now.
Yeah.
You know, you're almost surrounded, and he just kind of like gets laden down, and you can see the relief take effect in his face as your healing washes over him, as he kind of casts an eye over at you and gives you a look as if to say, "Thanks, little sister." You know,
We're both surrounded.
Yeah.
I'm looking through
the scarecrows to see them. Yeah.
To try and get a clear shot on him.
Awesome.
So I'll send a healing word at him. The eraser dust will like encircle him like a hug, and then I'll pull some of it back, and again, I'm gonna word of radiance all the guys around me again.
Great. Okay, the 3. Awesome. That's a save on their part.
Constitution save.
16.
That's the fucking DC. That's it. That's all I can do.
So they don't take anything.
Do you have a
Yep.
bonus action left or no?
It's a cantrip.
It's a
I can't do
cantrip.
anything
It's a
else.
cantrip. Okay, great.
Did you use your bonus action?
A healing worded.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. Great. Kaz, you're up.
Okay. First, I'm going to take a swing at number 8 again.
Okay.
Reckless.
Send it away.
25 to
That'll hit. Yep.
Yep. And then 15 points of damage.
How's that happen?
Yes,
Sick.
come
Okay.
on.
Let me ask you a crazy question.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is why it's crazy, because Kaz does not know this, Drogar does. These things are like marionetted by magical something or other. I think I go to like cut the head off and inadvertently cut the strings.
Yeah. Yeah. You cut the head off, and it just crumples. It's a pile of straw and cloth. You know what I mean?
Cool.
It just absolutely demolishes.
So I don't think I make the connection. I think I cut the head off, and because I cut the head off, it collapses. But I think I have a weapon that is magical, and I think
definitely.
I think I just like I severed
It severs the
connection.
strings, and even Drogar, like from your vantage in the battle, as Kaz takes its head up, you can almost see the ties of arcane weave being cut, and it just collapses to the ground.
Cool. Okay, with my second action, I'm gonna sneak up next to Dmitri there, and I'm gonna try to grapple the one that is in range of
Number 7.
Yeah, number 7.
Yeah,
the
go
one
for it.
that's in range of
Could you,
of me.
just for mechanic purposes, could you do that instead and still grapple?
I think so.
Leaving that path open for me.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
I just have a plan, and I want to.
Giddy
If
up.
that's okay.
Yeah.
If
fine
that's
by
okay
me.
with you.
I'm still
Okay.
grappling. Yeah. So I'll go up behind Winnie, and I'll grapple that number 7 there.
Also, I'm not a stickler about letting you move through an occupied space if it's an ally.
Okay.
So yeah.
But also, it makes literally no difference to my plan, so I'm happy to do it.
Carry on.
So I'm going to make a grapple, and this is going to be a contested against the scarecrows, acrobatics or dexterity.
9.
A number much higher than 9.
Great.
Okay. So which one did I say? Number 7 there. Okay, so number 7 is now grappled, and I'm going to do a d6 of damage because of my spine.
Yes, you will.
Just give him a big old bear hug. Grrr!
I forget on this die. This
That's
is one of those.
a
This is one of those dice that has a
Natural
logo.
lion.
I forget if the
Yes.
logo is a 6 or a 1.
That's
It's a
a
6.
six.
The logo's
Six.
yeah. This as the cactus spines pierce through its strawish body.
Lovely.
Very good.
Oh, I still have movement, right?
You do?
I'll try to move it away from Winnie then. I'll try to move it away from Winnie. And Dmitri. My speed is halved while I'm grappling something, and I've already moved 5 feet. So that should give me another 35
10.
feet to play with.
Yeah, great. I'm gonna give number 9 there an attack of opportunity, just cause.
Fair enough.
But 14, it'll miss with a 14?
That will miss, yes.
Yeah, huh?
One
Starting
more
to make
space
a
away
front
from
here. I love it. Anything else, Kaz?
That's all for me.
Drogar, you're up.
All right, DM, count the attacks of opportunity. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh God!
It's 1, 2, 3.
No, 1, 2.
3.
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
4.
No,
you're
coming
good.
in
3.
does not occur, and that you're still threatened. So just
Get him!
3.
Get him!
Go ahead, give me the 3.
Get him! All right. That's a crit.
Oh, son of a bitch! Oh,
That'll miss with a 9. That'll hit with a 22.
oh my God!
22's a.
That's exactly
That's
right.
exactly
That's exactly
yeah,
what I
beats
said.
it. So they're gonna get. So they get a
That's
crit, and then they get.
Unreal.
I know.
I am upset.
It's alright, shit happens.
It's fine. It's
Oh,
only
I
time.
gotta. Shit, I gotta make a concentration roll.
11. On the crit, it's 11 points of slashing.
Okay.
So a concentration check will have to be a 10. You have to beat a 10.
Okay. I beat the first
Great.
one. Yeah.
And then second,
second concentration.
9 points of slashing damage. So you have to beat 10 again.
Okay. Yep.
Great.
Beat that.
All right, you're good.
So
carry
you still have your thing. You said 11 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. And in that straight line,
Yes,
Fire
come
breath.
on, come
Give it to him.
on!
Go.
Give it to him.
Line him up!
Give it to him.
rocks, fucking rocks. 15 points of fire damage. Those 3 right in a line.
4, 5, 1, and 3. How far does it go?
It's a 15-foot cone, so 5, 10, 15.
Great. So I'm at 6, 4, and 5. I'll take how much?
15
Come on.
fire damage.
Sit him down. Sit him down.
Okay, that one's done. 5. How much? One more time, sorry.
15 points.
Okay, that one is still up just barely, and number 1 is up just barely.
So who's dead?
Number
Any of them?
Tell me which
number
one's dead.
6.
Okay.
Completely gone. And the as the fire washes across them, the other 2 that are still remaining it's just a cross beam. It's just the sticks at their center. You know, the straw burn, the burlap, the linen, the straw, it burns away. It's literally just like a cross beam, thriving like this.
Thriving.
Fire! Burn them with fire!
Great. Anything else, Drogar?
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
Hey!
That's it.
Men in peril.
I think that's my action. My bonus is being sustained. My movement, that's it.
Great. Okay. All right. 6 is gone. Number 2
Olaf says, I don't have any fire!
is going to attack Olaf, but will crit fail. Number 5 is on its last leg. It will attack Olaf, but it will miss with a 12.
That'll miss!
Number 3 is going to attack Olaf. Will hit with a 23
That'll hit.
for 9 points of slashing. Shing! And number 1. Just want to make sure I'm not making shit up anymore. So number 1, yes, is going to attack Olaf,
God.
but will miss with an 8. That's going to bring us to our guy here.
Oh boy. I have healer stress.
So he saw that display, Drogar.
Come on,
You son of a bitch!
Drogar, you kind of you fucking blitzed these scarecrows away, but then you feel an eye upon you, and you kind of turn, and across the battlefield you see your compatriots struggling with the scarecrows between you and this scarecrow sat atop this skeletal steed, and you can kind of feel his vision on you. I need you to give me.
So it is to be us then.
Please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh.
You're wise. This is like
Be
your whole
wise.
thing.
Be wise.
This is a 17.
17? Okay, great. You see, so you watch this thing, the skeletal horse just plods across the battlefield,
Yeah.
casual as you like, and you see this headless figure sat atop it. And you see, just its shoulders squared and almost like coming up from behind as if raising its head back from behind its neck like this. A head kind of emerges, right?
It's a transformer!
God. Fuck this thing.
Its head emerges, and you feel your senses, your spirit, racked for a moment as Tatiana's head emerges atop
do you
this
mean
thing.
Titania?
Titania's head, as Titania's head emerges atop this thing. But you are fortified. You spent the morning with her.
Yeah.
You are not swayed. You are not frightened, despite the creature's best
Tell you what,
attempts.
I'm frightened right now. That's
Dear.
That's him. That's going to be number 9. It's going to attack Winnie. What will miss? That's going to be Ireena and Dmitri.
Drogar turns to him and goes, "Your illusions will not avail you here."
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Nice.
Okay, great, Dmitri. Dimitri's gonna go right there, and he stares down these scarecrows, and he bears up his dark hair, rivulets of his dark hair splash across his face.
Hotly.
Oh my god,
Hotly.
we get it. He's hot.
we get it.
I'm
He's a
never gonna
sexy
stop.
man.
I'm never gonna stop.
I can only take so much. Hot Dmitri.
And he throws his hands out to the side and claps them in front of his face. Sempre supra! As a clap of thunder echoes directly in front of him.
Fuck yeah.
And the 3 scarecrows right in front of him they're gonna make a save.
Thunderwave? Oh my god, tell me it's Thunderwave.
It's Thunderwave.
Fuck yes!
Yay!
Which they fail.
Thunderwave.
All 3 get
5 feet or 3?
2 of them get completely shattered. Number 5
Yep.
and number 1 get completely shattered.
Whoops. What was the last? What was left?
The other one right there, that one you were holding, I think that was number 6? No. Fuck, god damn it.
Yes, that's 6.
Just that one. It gets blasted back 5 feet.
It's cannon.
Alright, that one is now 6.
So 2 of them are gone. Great. Thank you very much.
Out boy, Dmitri!
Yeah, he... Thunderwave, which is now my favorite spell thanks to Baldur's Gate 3.
Prosciutto e mozzarella.
Ireena squares up again with the skeletal figure, and she kind of you see her sort of insightfully watch this duel of minds between you two.
Yeah.
And she kind of bears around and says, "You leave him alone, you beast!" And she's gonna chuck her second javelin at him, which is gonna sail wide, unfortunately.
Oh, dang it.
We are back to the top of the order. Olaf.
I am going to use my sharpshooter feat with my precision attack.
Oh boy,
Come
here it comes.
on!
I'm gonna take this at disadvantage with an extra D8 for my feet.
Disadvantage? For
Because
sharpshooter?
Because there's people in range of me.
Oh, and remember,
son of a-
sharpshooter is also -5.
-5, but I get, with precision attack, I get a D8.
Is that one of the shots?
That's one. No, that's one of my fighter
Great.
attacks.
Carry on.
So I'm using one of my 4 superiority die.
Yes.
Get him,
Yes,
Tyler!
you are.
Get him!
You
People
play
sleep-
the fucking game.
People
yes.
sleep on fighters, bro. People sleep on fighters. Oh,
Oh.
No.
Oh, Tyler.
That one.
No.
Oh, Tyler. No, there's not one on the D8. What the D20's not in that one.
no. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
I got 2 fucking ones.
Yeah, he rolled 2 ones.
2 ones.
Oh, Tyler.
But guess what? I get to shoot again.
You do. Second shot.
Second attack, same shit.
So yeah, this is I think Olaf, this sort of frontline it's just not what you're accustomed to. You work in the shadows, you're a scout. You pick off weak opponents. If they're strong, you flee. This is not what you're accustomed to. Shoot your second shot.
There
Yes,
it is.
come on.
What is it, baby?
Wait, and let me superiority die.
Fist pumping and
Sorry,
keeping the
sorry,
headphones
sorry,
on. That's a
sorry.
good sign.
Okay. That minus the 5, plus the 7, plus
Carry the 1.
4. Damn, this math sucks.
You're doing great.
Square root of pi.
I can do math
So
if you want.
plus 6 plus. It hit. It was like. It was a 16 minus 5 plus.
It's 11.
Fucking 6.
Yeah. All right, we're there. I trust you.
I think I just realized why no one wants to play fighters.
Because math sucks.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I hit. Okay. So now, plus 10.
Yeah, so this is
To
roll
the
your damage and
damage.
it's plus 10.
And now.
Baby.
Straight plus 10 to damage because sharpshooter is broken.
Give me a good D8. Need a good one.
Come on,
I'm
D8.
rolling this one.
Come on, D8.
That's good. 17, 21 points of damage.
Oh shit!
How's it happen?
Thank fucking God. Okay.
Skogr, Olaf.
So I fucking take my second, I got these fucking beasts on my back, and I'm I just take that warrior moment to focus in, and I fucking rip a shot, and it goes right by the fucking thing's head. And I just curse myself, and I'm one last chance. And I focus in, and it just strikes that sack, and it just fucking explodes.
Yeah, and it sort of starts crumbling from the shoulders downwards, bones and straw and pieces of wood just start crumbling. And as it moves down his torso and begins to reach the horse also starts to come apart. And it just crumples into a pile of bone and dust and hay. Good work.
Yes.
Anything else, sir?
Just a primal roar, just
Berserkers!
and that'll end my turn.
Grand. So number 7 is going to man, he's gonna attack Dmitri. Damn.
No.
Darn it! Stop hitting
Gonna
yourself.
miss with an 8. Number 4 is right there. It's gonna attack Kaz.
He's grappled. If that. Oh, but that doesn't affect.
He can still attack.
He just can't move.
He just can't move. 17
Hit.
will hit. Yes. For 8 points of slashing damage as he's you've got him grapple, Kaz, and the rest of you can see the spines going from Kaz's body through the scarecrow's body out the back of it, and he's still just digging his claws into Kaz's flanks. Winnie, you're up.
Can I ask? Dmitri has been hit a lot.
A lot.
Is he bleeding?
Yeah.
He is bleeding. All right. Then I am going to, as everyone else, as these turns are going by, I'm standing there surveying the battlefield at all of us surrounded. I see Dmitri also being swarmed, and I'm gonna take out my tusk slingshot, and I'm gonna whisper a Cure Wounds. I'm gonna fire a Cure Wounds over at Dmitri. And did we decide last time that I need to roll to hit?
Nope.
I thought that's what we did decide.
It's a touch spell. Oh, yes, correct.
Just starts to hit him though, yeah.
Yes, I definitely hit.
Nice.
All right, so he's gonna have a Cure Wounds, which is off the top. Does anybody know?
1d8 plus your
Plus
modifier.
spellcasting?
Yeah, that's for first level. Are you firing it at first level?
First level.
Yeah, 1d8.
8.
Nice.
Plus 13 more points of healing for Dmitri over there.
Atta girl,
and then I
Winnie.
still have spiritual weapon up, so I'm gonna I'm just gonna whip it over my head and slam it point blank. I'm gonna try and knock the head off of number 9 over here.
Roll to hit.
Fuck yeah.
I definitely don't do fucking anything.
No.
Yeah, that's a 12 to hit.
That'll hit.
It does.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
They're scarecrows.
Okay.
They're scarecrows.
It's just a bunch of mooks.
All right. Is that one plus anything or just the raw?
The spiritual weapon is a D8 plus your
It is?
spellcasting
Okay,
modifier.
great.
Yeah.
So then 11 points of force damage on number 9 over there.
Nice.
Great. Anything else, Winnie?
I have a cry.
Okay.
That's
Crying is a free action. Kaz, you're up.
Okay, I've got number 4 grappled. So I'm just gonna send away 2 attacks at him. So the first one is a 90-15 for a 23.
Yep.
That's gonna be 12 points of damage.
Okay.
The Great Sword. And if he's still alive, I'll do it
is?
again. For 18 on the die for another hit.
Yes.
And that's gonna do 11.
That's enough. Another one goes down.
Okay. Oh man, that means I don't get to do my spiky damage on anything else. I feel, I kind of feel like Winnie's got it handled. She's got the spiritual weapon there, and she's riding the bees.
She's got it. She's on it.
So I think I'm gonna go after, I'll go after number 7 there. because I'm like working my way. Because I think I feel a little bad for Olaf as my subject, who has done a fantastic job of contending with all of these scarecrows by himself. I'm trying to work my way closer to him.
Great, perfect.
So yeah, I'll go and I'll get up in Seven's business, ready to grapple if need be.
Alrighty, Drogar, you're up.
Hi, it's an honor just to fight by your side, Kvan.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love that. Oh.
I know.
Drogar takes the epitome of a 5-foot step, and he will look at Olaf and go, Olaf! And wait for you to turn at me. And he'll look. Our eyes shine blue. You get 20 health back.
Oh,
So,
yay!
channel divinity.
Oh, fuck. Olaf, like, stands up and goes like a dice.
Yeah,
Rolls his shoulders back.
He cracks every bone in his body.
So that's
And I think he smiles into the eyes of the scarecrows.
That's 40. That's 40 hit points between the two of us. So you get 20, I get 20.
Great.
And then I think
That's your action.
that's my action and my concentration. I'm concentrating Shield of Faith on you still.
That doesn't take anything to concentrate.
Yeah, but if I was going to cast a bonus action, I would drop the concentration on that.
You only have no. Only if it's another concentration spell.
Like Spiritual Guardian.
If that's concentration, then you would have to drop it. Yeah.
Spiritual Guardian is.
You can only concentrate on
No,
one.
Spiritual Guardian is duration.
But Spiritual Guardian is not a bonus action.
No, it's not. No, I'm sorry. Spiritual Weapon I'm thinking of. And
It's
I
not
think
concentration.
It's not concentration. You can do spiritual.
it's
weapon.
not?
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Out of the ground. Boom.
Let me rephrase. I think that certain bonus action spells, like Spiritual Weapon and Misty Step,
Yes.
I think I will allow to be cast on the same turn
Yeah,
as a full spell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The fact
Yeah.
that it's a bonus action is perhaps limitation enough.
Correct.
Great. So I will use that with my bonus action, then it will swing at number 3 there and
Send it away.
try to get a knockoff. That's not gonna fucking do it.
What is it?
It's way too fucking low.
All right.
How is it bad?
Bad. Not bad.
We're running.
That was an 11. I don't think
No,
that misses. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's gonna bring us
AC
to
12.
Scarecrow number 2, who's
Yep.
right in front of Olaf. He's gonna attack Olaf again, and will miss. And number 3 is also gonna attack Olaf, and that will also miss. Number 1. All right. Number 1's gone. Get
Number
outta
1's
here.
dead. Number 1.
Number 9 is gonna attack Winnie. And we'll hit with an 18.
No, it will not.
It will not hit
No,
with an
it will not.
18. Never mind. And he's dead. Get out of here.
Is that one below?
Back to Ireena
So
and
like it maybe
Dmitri.
bows a little bit.
At least twice.
Yeah.
Twice. This is Shield of Faith has saved me.
Hell yeah, it has. Giving you that sweet 19 AC.
And Dmitri, okay, he's still. That's too many friends for Thunderwave. He's just gonna Shocking Grasp again, which will hit. Ireena, looking over Dmitri's shoulder, she threw both her javelins. Is gonna go. Let's see, it was over here. So she goes, she gets her javelin, she runs back over so she can get a clear shot at number 7.
Yeah.
She chucks it and gets it like right through center mass, and it collapses into dust. And Ireena goes, "I did it!"
Yes, ma'am.
Good job, Ireena.
That javelin sails like inches in front of Kaz's face and just kills this thing that she was about to grapple him. She just like
Yeah, it sticks into the post.
yeah, she just looks at Ireena and goes, nice.
Yeah, that's the end. We are back to
You're
the top
really
of the
planting
order.
that back foot.
This is round 4. Olaf, you're up.
All right. Well,
We're getting close to the end here.
let's just take some disadvantage shots at number 3.
Close quarters.
Point blank.
That will be 19.
That'll do it.
Yes,
Nice.
come on.
Wow, wait, that was with
19
disadvantage. Holy shit.
disadvantage.
Oh, yes. I have a +9 on my longbow shots.
Wow.
It's very nice.
Still, even then, that's you gotta get good rolls for that.
Oh, max damage.
That will be 12 on the first shot.
12 damage.
Yes, sir.
Second shot.
Shot number 2. That'll be a 13.
That'll hit.
No hit!
Great Scott.
Great Scott.
Great Scott! 8
Get him,
points
Valerian.
on the second shot.
8 points. Okay. Anything else, Olaf?
That'll finish my turn.
Great. That's going to be number 7, who just exploded. Get out of here, number 7. Winnie, you're up.
All right. Is would Sacred Flame be at disadvantage?
No, it would not, because it is
It's a
save, not a spell attack.
That's what I was Googling. I'm really mad at number 9 over here. I've been fighting with him for so long.
Fuck him up.
Okay, so I'm gonna reach over and I'm going to like plant both hands on his chest, light him up, Sacred Flame. Dexterity saving throw from you.
Ride the beast.
10.
Fail.
Yeah, get him!
Get him. Was it 1d8 or 2d8 now?
I think
It's
2 now.
2 now.
It's 2.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, son of a gun. But I can add my spellcasting modifier to my cantrip damage now.
Uh-huh.
So then it ends up being 10 radiant damage.
How's it happen?
Yay! Yeah, very, very bees. She just like reaches out and plants both hands on this guy's chest, and you watch it like she's holding and like vibrating, and you watch it light up, and then it's like she lets out a scream and pulls it back and then shoots it forward again, and it just
disintegrates
in a burst of straw and eraser dust.
Bits and pieces of it go flying across the field.
And then, still screaming, she's gonna grab hold of a lasso of eraser dust and swing it around, spiritual weapon. I've got what, 60 feet on spiritual?
20. It's only 20. Yeah, the range to summon it is 60. You can move it 20, but you can move it. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to run over to Ireena.
Ireena! Kaz, you're up. Clean us up, Kaz.
Take number 5. I'll take
Clean
number 3.
us up, Kaz.
Yeah, so...
There's 2 and 3 left.
Because I only have 20 feet of movement. Because I'm old and slow like that.
Well, you've got your spiritual weapon, though. You're good.
Remember, I have disadvantage.
I want to hit something with my mace!
So, okay, so I think I just run up and 2 reckless attacks at number 3.
Giddy up.
Here comes number 1.
I know, we still have to find out what that mace does.
Yeah.
18 on the die, that's a hit.
Yep.
13 damage
That's enough.
to number 3.
How's it happen?
To kill it.
Yes.
Yeah, shit. I think she's running and she takes she has her greatsword, and as she's running just like sweeps upward and just like scrapes along the shaft of the scarecrow.
Nice.
And just like splits all of the hay and fabric stuff off of it.
Yeah, it splits in half like a cartoon. Just
Like the stick on one side with half the hay and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the rest of the hay and the other stuff on the other side.
great. Yeah.
And then second attack, she'll take it number 5.
Great, send it away.
Come on.
It's a 7 on the die, and I think their AC is 12, right? So I think that
Correct.
would be a hit. So, okay,
Yes.
so it's a hit. 14 damage. And that is my turn.
Drogar, finish it off.
And with the mace, boom! He's gonna go for a swing. That'll do. That's a 24 to hit.
That'll do it. Roll damage.
All right. Guess what I get this time? Divine Strike.
What you?
So I get a D8 added once per turn.
So instead of adding his modifier to cantrip damage like you get, he gets to add it. He gets more damage on melee attacks.
Boom!
Nice.
14 points of damage.
That's enough. How's it happen?
Yeah, he just comes. He just takes like he does that like maneuvers really quickly. He does 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 feet, and he just comes around like this, and he just. Boom,
I think
upright.
having Valandro reforged like this, Drogar, gives you a little bit of that pep in your step back.
Yeah.
A little bit
I
of
feel
those
like
soldier
I'm
days.
324 again.
Yeah, and you send it scattering across.
That was the year I got into CrossFit.
Yeah, and the field falls quiet.
I feel like the mace goes through the center of it, and like if you've ever seen a cannonball go through a ship,
Yeah.
the splintering of the wood and everything. I think that's what it looks like when the mace goes through.
Cannonballs are so gnarly.
And the field falls quiet again. Good job, everybody.
How is everyone feeling?
Angry!
I think that went all right, actually.
You did really, really good. You
Ireena.
did so good. You did really great.
Thank you.
I was meaning to tell you that was a very good throw.
Not bad, eh? Well, I have a little from Kaz. She taught me about the foot and all.
She does know the back foot very well.
How do you feel? That was really scary.
It was indeed. Oh, quite frightening. Is this what you do on a sort of regular basis?
This is kind of like regular days.
This was a regular Tuesday.
Goodness gracious.
Pretty much our whole deal. Dmitri,
Ah?
are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Are you feeling okay? Your nose is bleeding.
Oh, yeah. It took me a bit by surprise, I suppose, but I don't know.
After, once the devil breaks your arm.
Oh, yeah. You've seen some
I
stuff.
say, hold still. I hit you with a cure wounds. Max. That's 14 points of healing.
That'll get him. Okay, cool.
Plus, you get 2 more because I casted it. No, you get 1 additional hit point.
It's enough. It gets better. Yeah, it's enough. Yeah,
and I get 3 back just for casting it.
Nice. So yeah, you do this, and you can see like the scarecrows maybe like tore across the clothes on his chest, but you see like the thin lines of blood like knit back together. So he's only left with the damage to his clothes.
Oh, gracious. Oh, my mother's going to be so pissed that I ruined this.
Well, all for the cause.
Yes.
Olaf, you okay?
Yeah, it's good to spill a little blood on the road.
I look down at the scarecrow bodies that have like literally 30 arrows sticking out of them, just like in the eyes and like the face and the head and everything, and I'm like,
Yes. Way to use the arrows to your advantage.
I'd say it takes a fight like this to make a true party.
Indeed.
Are we a real adventuring party now? Ireena says, looking around excitedly at you all.
Drogar wipes a beat of sweat.
Ireena, something tells me you have a very particular idea of what you think goes on in our adventuring party.
Well, you travel the land, righting wrongs and correcting sins, and everyone feels better after you've been.
That's the hope. Yeah, that's the hope.
Yes, but I need to be very real with you. Lives are lost. People die. And if you're not careful, we lose friends along the way.
No, I think she knows. No, she knows. If she's been in Strahd's house, she knows.
All right.
Everyone, I think, in Barovia is intimately acquainted with Death Master Drogar, but I do take your words in their meaning. I know. I won't take this lightly.
All right. I need a moment.
And Drogar just kind of like, he'll walk off kind of like toward the wagon again, just to kind of like catch himself.
Is he all right?
Yeah.
Nah, he's just old. Kaz hasn't quite come out of her rage yet. She's still sort of
we're
like
still
feeling-
coming down. We're still coming down.
In fact, I think even before she says that, like as the battle is sort of coming to a close, she, as some of these scarecrows are probably already dead, but in her mind, perhaps in the last throes of whatever semblance of an imitation of life that they have, she just grabs another one and, I hope you enjoyed the show. Just throws it down into the dirt.
Great. Time's yours. Do you want to get back on the road?
Yeah, Drogar heads back to the wagon and kind of sits in the driver's seat and just kind of waits.
I'll chase after him.
Oh, you're all right. Do you need any healing?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at her.
No, I know,
It was
I know.
my temp just...
I know. We all want her to be safe, and it's really scary. I'm really scared to have her here. I think it's probably better than just worrying about what would be happening, but oh man, I feel so scared.
Well, we will protect her. I don't want there to be any misunderstandings about what it is that we do.
I think we're still newer here than she is. She still knows really a lot.
I agree.
We just gotta trust her and work really hard. She did really good. What are you scared of?
I've buried one companion while I've been here. I will not bury another.
You know.
Especially not one so young.
Feels different now.
Don't mind me, I'm just an old codger.
You know, old badger.
Why don't you make sure Ireena's all right, and why don't you muster the troops and get us all ready to go, Lieutenant? And he'll give her like a little salute.
Aw.
Okay. You okay?
I'm going to feed Desi.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too, little one.
I'll run back to Ireena.
Uh-huh.
And I go over to Desi and I give her, I don't know, I feel like I have oats. Like we have like a sack of,
Sure, yeah.
maybe we have a sack of
definitely.
oats.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I pull out some oats.
Sort of horse feed.
I just let her like start I'm sure she's like nervous.
She's pretty used to this shit at this point, I think. You guys have put this.
Bitch, this ain't
You
nothing.
cast speak with animals. That was crazy.
You've put the horse through the fucking ringer, I think.
That was nothing compared to the wolves. Yeah, so anyway, I just feed her, and I think I just kind of give her some pets, and I'm like, yeah.
We'll make a war horse of her yet. Just like I'm picturing a future battle as we go through these like knights in resplendent armor atop their majestic shining steeds, and then we see one on top of Desi, like a plow horse.
Mm-hmm. It's just Drogar's freakishly big body on top of Desi.
Desi needs some armor.
Yeah.
That needs to be our next stop.
Yeah.
Zarya could probably make some.
Zarya? Kavan?
Don't look at me, I'm not a blacksmith.
All right, what else we got in this sort of in this post-battle moment? Anything else?
Kaz gives 2 of her javelins to Ireena. She has 4.
2? Are you sure? You won't need them.
I don't want you to be useful for only 12 seconds of battle.
I take your point.
You'll use them more than I will. I like to get up close.
I've noticed that. You're quite good at it.
Thank you. Also, tomorrow morning, wherever it is we camp, if we have the time, I'm going to start teaching you how to use a spear.
I should like that very much.
Because javelins are great, but if something comes up close to you, you need to know how to keep them at bay.
I'm eager to learn. You know, something about cultivating one's body. It inspires in me such a sense of freedom and control like I've never had before.
Your body is the thing that you live in while you're alive on this plane. You might as well make sure it works.
I owe you much, Kasle. It was you who put this tool in my hand in the first. Feels like a lifetime ago now.
It does. I wish it hadn't been necessary, but I'm glad you know how to use it.
Me too.
Spears are just like javelins. You just don't let go.
I'll work on it. That's awesome.
That's lesson number 1. We'll get on to lesson number 2 tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool. Great.
Yeah, so Olaf is still kind of in his like non-ragey blood rage, and he just like in the heat of the fight just like wants to walk around, like check out the scarecrow body, see if there's anything, which I'm assuming there's nothing.
No, they are now, having been severed from the magic that animated them, they are inert and nothing more than they are now just the sum of their parts.
Yeah, so he just like kind of like does a loop while all this is going on. And then, like, comes back to the group. And I feel like he's still got, like, even though it's been healed, he still has, like, some blood now on his shoulder. And he just wipes his hand across it and then just drags it down his face. And he looks at, like, the rest of our group and he goes, "Come, this fight was just the beginning."
Yeah.
And then just turns and walks away. And, like, walks
I'm
up
so
in front.
turned on right now.
And
Damn, dude, you're metal.
And we keep on rolling.
Okay. I feel like I want to roll for this because I feel like I shouldn't be able to do it, and I hope it's only if I do really well. Should this actually merit anything?
What are you after?
I want to see if I can learn anything from the fact that I had that sort of like cut the strings moment.
Sure.
Just to get a sense of the
Guidance.
Fact. So a 15 on the die. What do you think that should be? Like, what stat should I use for that?
Arcana, I think.
So that'd be a 14.
Oh no.
What?
No, just that it's a negative. I think it's what they're reacting to. Yeah. I'm working against a lot of stuff here.
Sure. Well, no, Cass, it's like...
So let me take it back a little bit. Because like what I'm thinking is we've been told that Baba Lysaga uses scarecrows as her puppets.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had that moment where I kind of like severed something.
Mm-hmm.
And like in the moment, I kind of just thought it was the head. And like because I cut the head off, it crumpled, which makes sense in Kaz's brain.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think like she's just sort of like lingering on that moment.
You know what? I love that. And maybe even as we sort of like get ourselves together and carry on, she's still just kind of mulling it over in her head. And I think Kaz, magic, I think has never been a chief concern of yours. Like you've just always been able to sort out the tasks that have been put before you with your own power.
Yeah.
And it's like a strange, confusing, maybe superfluous almost sort of practice for you.
Yeah.
But like looking at these animated husks that now lie inert and reflecting back maybe even on many of the sort of magical effects, both wondrous and horrendous that you've seen, it's almost like you start to, it's like you've learned a couple of things in HTML.
Oh my goodness.
You know?
That was catered right for you, my God.
I feel so seen.
You know? It's and we're not even into CSS, yes, and like God forbid the next steps where it gets in even further in complexity.
He's talking about JavaScript.
But like, if it was 2000, you could put together a website right now.
Oh wow, okay. All right.
Or at least edit your AIM profile.
I just made my first like hello world H1 tag.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait. Okay. Wow. All right. Sick.
What did we just learn?
Don't worry
How to
about
code. How to code. No,
Don't worry about it.
Just that there is some magic, I think. Because she knew she knows that these things are like the spies of Babala Saga. And I think all that it really amounts to for Kaz is that she's acutely aware that we're being watched, and she's oddly okay with that. She's like, because she's kind of feeling herself right now. She kind of feels like a badass. Like, all right, you want to watch? I'll give you something to watch. Watch me coming to kick your ass.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Where's Arya?
Okay. They do want more content.
Carrying on.
Yeah.
Awesome. You carry on further and further, pressing deeper into the swamp. You roll along for, I don't know, in these mists, time really starts to get warped. Just because you can only see like a foot in front of you, your sense of space is distorted, and so naturally your sense of time would become so as well.
For the next 10 minutes, though, we are following locate object.
Oh, yes.
That's right. We still have time on that.
That's right.
Maybe 5 minutes or so, but at
10
least...
minutes minus approximately 24 seconds.
That's great. So this fight comes to an end and you carry on, and you had not said something before, Winnie. That's great. But at some point you do get a little bit of a ping. You begin to. And as you follow your way towards that pinpoint, that sort of like signal that you're getting, you start to come across your own footprints. You realize you didn't even know you were going in circles until you came into radius of this pinpoint. You didn't even realize you were going in circles.
Wait a minute, those are our track marks.
That's weird.
Keep the spell going. We were going in circles.
Oh my gosh.
There's something evil about this place.
You follow forward, Winnie sort of acting as a guiding light here, and you carry forward through the mists, and the further and further you go, the more choked they get, until finally, tunk, the wagon comes to a screeching halt. And if you get out to inspect, moving out, sort of inspecting as to what, it should be working fine, especially if you're with your spell still active. But you hop out and you realize one of the wheels has butted up against something jutting out of the earth. And as you look down and examine it, you realize it's the top of a chimney.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that.
This is getting Campbell's Last of Us post-apocalyptic juices
Okay,
going.
it's also getting Campbell's obsession with Pompeii.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
The fucking
god.
city was buried.
It's the top of a chimney. And you'll recall what you had learned is that the whole city was buried
Mudslide.
underneath a landslide.
Yeah.
And as you carry on, more and more poking up out of the earth, you see the tips of rooftops.
I shine the light on Tallyho's eyes. Cascades over these rooftops as we pass by.
And you can almost get a sense of where the road used to be. Because on flanking you to either side, you're seeing chimney tops and the shutters of the, what do you call? What's the word?
Awning.
No. For the roof, like the little bits
shingles.
of clay. Shingles, yes, thank you.
First word sounds like.
Thank you. Yeah, shingles of roofs. And making your way further and further, you kind of come to this thoroughfare, and suddenly a new form kind of takes shape out of the mist as you draw closer. It what looks to be the top of a statue. And you can kind of see it from like the torso up.
It's a woman. And everyone give me an investigation check.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Investigation. That's what I do worst.
That's what I do.
Can't even get the
First
die.
worst is rolling dice.
Can't even get the die into my tower. Oh boy, okay. That's a roll too. The roll reflects the last few seconds of my life. That's an 8.
8.
17.
17.
It's a 9.
9.
3.
3. Yeah, you just see the top of it like in Planet of the Apes, you know, how you see the Statue of Liberty just poking out of the beach. But you all take a moment to sort of like reflect upon it. It's been weathered by years, but it looks a heck of a lot like Ireena.
No, I knew it.
no,
I knew
no,
it. I
no.
knew it. I knew it.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
And yeah, Olaf won't say anything, but like you'll see him like look at the statue and then just like look at Ireena and like look back.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Ireena, then just like shake his head and like kind of keep going or like move on.
And kind of coming into focus just beyond, you kind of get the sense that you've arrived at like what was once the town square, because the roofs and the chimneys and such poking up out of the earth are sort of in almost like a cul-de-sac around where this central statue comes up out of. And across the way, like due north, almost like rising up out of the roots of the mountain, which rises up beyond, you see what could only be the second floor of a house, taller still than the ones that you've seen emerging out of the earth so far. But it looks like you could almost walk onto a landing which may have once been a balcony that looked out over this town square. And notably, it's beautiful. Even after all this time, it's intricate. Like the buildings that you have come across thus far have been very Spartan, very practical, especially, in Vallaki. It's like, thatched cottages and sort of like very medieval fare, In Barovia, it was wooden shacks. In Krez, everything is very utilitarian and sort of has like an almost militaristic purpose to it as well. It's like a city of hunting lodges almost. But here, the banisters are carved with ornate, beautiful figureheads of horses and lions. The windows, though the glass has long since been shattered, you can tell like are intricately wrought with fine iron for their sills and panes, or not panes. The crossbar across it. It's just like a beautifully constructed house, something that you might see in the world beyond, It just speaks of the affluence that may once have graced this place. But you stand here before this, like the first story still subsumed by the earth, but the second floor, kind of rises up almost like a schoolhouse, like it's a long plane, and then a tower kind of rises up out of the middle with a circular window set into it. So it almost looks like a schoolhouse. What would you like to do?
Is that accessible to us, or is it all mud that we could sink into?
No, you can move your way towards it, and it's almost like what used to be a second floor balcony is now level with the earth. And there's like, the big like veranda doors that you could walk through if you wanted to.
This place must have been the crown jewel of the valley. Look, Winnie, you see the banister? You see how it's carved intricately?
Wow.
We haven't seen anything like that. Not even St. Markovia's library.
Could I walk up to it?
Yeah.
I would love to walk up to it and then stand before these, you said there's like doors, and just like scan up with the light on Tallyho's eyes and then knock.
Okay.
While Winnie's doing the scanning, can I look for like cobwebs or anything that shows whether or not things have gone in and out?
Signs of arrest or movement? Yeah, sure. Give me great. Yeah, give me investigation.
16.
Nothing has disturbed this place in decades.
Okay. All right. Yes, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let Winnie do her thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is locate object doing anything around here?
You're looking for the gem, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still very distant.
Okay.
Still continue, like past this building, still further to the north.
As I stand there in front of the doors, I look back over my shoulder at Ireena.
Mm-hmm.
having passed by this statue, just what does she look like?
She looks unsure.
Yeah.
But she looks like certainly this already has not been exactly what she was picturing, but she trusts y'all, so she's sticking with the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Then with the light, I just pan it up the door and then knock.
That's great. Okay. For a moment, everything is still quiet, nothing but the murky sounds of the swamp and the buzzing of the flies. And you almost feel like you begin turning back towards your compatriots to be like, I don't know. And suddenly, oh, visitors!
Oh no.
After so long! And kind of like moving his way, just like moving through the solid doors, a ghastly green spectral figure of a gentleman in like a powdered curled wig.
Drogar cast him undead.
Like he's got the like Rev War curls in it, and he's in a really sort of like resplendent petticoat.
With the frills and the frock and everything, yeah.
Yeah, and pantaloons with knickers down to his knees and tall socks and buckled shoes. He kind of makes his way forward. Goodness gracious me, and the estate in such a mire. Oh, embarrassing it is. I am terribly sorry. We are not more adeptly versed to receive company. You must forgive the house of Ulrich.
Oh.
Of Ulrich?
No.
Well, yes, this is the estate of Burgomaster Laszlo Ulrich, esteemed head of state of Berez, the crown jewel of Zenobia.
When was he the burgomaster?
Well, but I take your meaning, yes. We have fallen a bit from our repudiated place since the devil's coming, but the spirit of resistance and revolution still runs deep here in our fair city.
Does it?
Indeed.
Your city is under mud.
What do you mean?
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Winnie.
A pleasure to meet you, Winnie.
What's your name?
An excellent question.
Oh no, what is your name?
My name is Bob.
John Quincy Adams.
My name is Barnabas Rigby.
We're in Boston.
I have the distinct pleasure of being Devon Sharpshire.
Devon.
Master of home for Burgomaster Laszlo Ulrich.
Devon. Is there anybody else living in this house with you?
Well, but of course, my master, Laszlo, his beautiful daughter, Marina, and all of the support staff. It is a very popular spot as people from the town come and go, having their needs fulfilled. Quite the hub of activity we are, which, again, I must beg your pardon for the state of the place. I just can't seem to get it tidy anymore.
Do you have maybe... So, it's my great pleasure to meet you.
As Kaz, clumsily executes, a stately bow.
Very good, Cass, very good.
I've been working on it. I'm a queen now.
It shows.
Does it seem maybe a little odd to you that we knocked on the second floor of your house?
Well, now that you mention it, it is quite strange to make your initial entry on the veranda, but who am I to judge? We host all kinds here at Ulrich Manor, diplomats from many far lands, and, strange customs are no unfamiliar thing here.
Did you ever host a Strahdcast?
Oh, the devil himself. Yes, indeed.
You're Marina. Is that the statue on the way in?
What? And he gets this weird look on his face, and he kind of crinkles up his face and closes his eyes as if being shocked with electricity, and he almost seems to convulse for a moment. Never! Our fair Marina's far too virtuous and beautiful victim to the predations of such a cantankerous demon. She surely will have nothing to do with him.
But, Devin, I asked about the statue.
What? Oh, yes. Quite a likeness, is it not?
Is that Marina?
What? But... And then he gets a kind of long look behind his eyes as his gaze falls upon Ireena. Would you have her here? My lady, I beg your pardon, I did not know you had gone for a turn. Will your new friends be staying for dinner?
Oh, dear.
And she just sort of looks thunderstruck. What?
Play along. As Kaz, like, elbows her.
Yes. Yes. Please treat them as you would a foreign dignitary. Oh, very good, mistress. I expect you'll be wanting to meet the master then.
Oh.
Sure, but as you've mentioned,
As Kaz again is like, Kaz like takes a very clumsy, like, regal stance.
as you have so wisely inferred,
Good job, Cass.
we are foreign people, and in our lands it is customary that we never set foot on the lower floors of a house.
Ah. A strange custom, but a welcome one. Good of you to make it past the fog. Clever.
Should we have a great deal more time, I'm sure Drogar here could tell you a great deal about the history and tradition of that custom.
Yes, you see...
I said if we had more time.
Oh, how thrilling. I'm sure the master will want to speak to you at once. He does love to learn of the world beyond these fogs, particularly ever since.
Yes, see, somebody likes to learn about the worlds beyond this fog.
Great. So wait until the people who want to hear it are there. That way we only have to say it once.
Wait until the people are there.
Wonderful. Well, let's not dally on the stoop. We won't live forever. Come with me. And he just floats back through the door.
Oh, I'm gonna try and open the door.
Give me a strength check. There's layers of like caked mud and moss
Done with
still
this
obstructing it.
die. I'm done with this one too!
If I see her struggling, can I assist?
Yeah, Winnie walks over and like has to reach her hands up over her head to get on the handle, and she's like, yeah.
Drogar, I really didn't mean anything by it. I'm just trying to get us to the next thing here. Also, wait, did you have something in mind? Are you going to make up a custom for why we can only be on the second floor? I really put you on the spot.
I mean, there are many reasons why we can only be on the second floor at a certain place. But
All right.
you don't want to hear what I have to say.
You know what? Actually, I take it back. I would love nothing more than to be regaled with the tales of why.
Don't you humor me with your sarcastic remarks, Kay. After 528 years of living, I know bullshit when I hear it.
K Devine-Jones!
I said
Reaching out of the module!
As Kaz,
Don't you bullshit me, Kaz.
Kaz unzips her skin and some tentacles poke out. Why do I have a die? Am I rolling something?
You're rolling to help me.
Winnie's still
Strength.
just pulling at the door.
Oh, okay.
You're willing to pull your head out of your ass.
That's a natural one.
No!
You work your way over and you try to help Kay. Now I'm doing it. You try to help Kaz, but you slip in the muck and go down to and go and kind of as you fall, take Winnie's feet out from under, and both of you just kind of land in the muck.
Devin!
Oh, but you don't want to hear about the things that I had planned. do you?
Are the things you have planned gonna open the door? Because if so, then please.
What's wrong with the door?
There's just like layers of mud and grime and moss built up against him.
Drogar will attempt a strength check. To
Go
pull the doors.
for it.
It's a 16.
Great, yeah. So you walk over, and Devin pokes. He just pokes he like
His
leans
head goes through the door.
Yeah, he leans forward, and just his head comes through. We don't have all day. Please, the master's schedule is chock full. And you make your way over Drogar, and you kind of like wrench it open enough for everyone to be able to like slide through.
Thanks, Drogar. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
It's all right, Kaz.
And we make our way inside the house.
Okay.
I really love your stories the first time I hear them.
Drogar is really taking on water today.
Oh, sweet old
Yes,
man.
I am aware. I
Has
forget which
received-
stories I tell
has
you and
received
which
a
I
lot
don't.
of feedback.
We're receiving all of your feedback in the order they've been received. We will expedite the process as we see fit. Thank you.
Beautiful.
I will squeeze into whatever, however much space there is to squeeze. through this
So
door.
Drogar wrenches the door open enough that everyone is able to pass through, and making your way inside, everything is caked with sort of a layer of. It's just like everything is just kind of has like a little bit of a wet basement feel to it. It's a little sodden and soaked and stinky, but
I'm so excited I can't breathe.
you can tell once it was a resplendent home. You know, you on the second floor, you come in here and what looks like it must have been like a breakfast nook long ago. You know, a spot for quiet contemplation in the morning, you know, with this view out over the entire town. There's overturned furniture and broken and shattered ceramic from broken tea cups and a teapot rusted to the very ends of its existence, you know, against one wall. There are all along the walls there are what must have once been portraits, but now faded with age, and that the figures and depictions that they make out can hardly be perceived anymore. There may be some taxidermied heads along some of the wall of creatures that you have not yet viewed native to this place. Overall, just a level of comfort that even in Valaki, even in the Burgomaster's mansion, you had not quite come to expect here in Barovia. But now, of course, all to ruin.
This once was a great manor house.
Oh, yes. The pride of the city, as you could be believed.
Well, you know, naturally, a burgomaster must have a fitting home from which to project his resplendence, no?
Devin, do you have a journal or a log that the burgomaster would have kept?
Well, my master keeps excellent notes, but he'll be able to tell you more. I am but here to keep the place in order. Do excuse it now.
I would very much like to speak with him.
Indeed, do follow me. And he continues to float.
I'm just as we're going, I'm casting the light on Tallyho's eyes around these portraits that are. I'm just looking for more semblances of Ireena.
Great. Cool. Give me investigation. No. Okay.
Any of her brother? Of my Marina's brother? The
Give me investigation.
I'm pretty sure my investigation's a -1, so 13.
16 for me.
Yeah, so moving through the halls, you kind of like try to look at some of these weathered portraits that are along the walls, and they're so faded with age that it's difficult. But there is one that you both kind of focus on. It looks like it must be on some sort of lakeshore, maybe Lake Baratok even, and it was a portrait of you can't quite make out the features anymore, but it was very clearly a man and a woman posing next to this lakeshore. The woman is seated in a chair put there for purposes of the portrait, and the man standing over with a hand on her shoulder. But the features you cannot quite make out yet.
He'll be in the study, diligently working to make sure everyone in the city is living their best.
And he, Devin, leads you to a set of double doors, and he goes almost like instinctively to grab onto the handles, and he reaches out his hands, and you see him freeze for a moment, and kind of turn his head to the side, and again get that screwy look on his face.
The master will see you now.
And he just floats through the door.
I grab onto it and try and pull it open.
Yeah, this one comes open much easier. Making your way in, it's a beautiful sort of study. The walls are lined with bookshelves and maps, both of the valley and of faraway, and what may have once been faraway places. And sat in a high-backed armchair, the armrests of which both have sort of a wooden lion's head carved into the sort of handholds, sits another spectral figure.
And Devin kind of floats forward and says, Master, can you believe it? Visitors, after all this time, really, we must celebrate.
Wonderful news indeed. Thank you, Devin. You may go.
Oh, how splendid! The master will see you. I shall make myself busy about the place, preparing accommodations for you all. Oh, perhaps a nice snack. You seem you could all use a bit of belly stuffing after your long journeys, I'm sure. Oh, to have visitors again. And he kind of like starts floating off down to have visitors again. How wonderful. And this other sort of spectral figure floats up out of the armchair, like up over the high back, and then kind of floats back down and comes to rest before you all.
So it's come at last. Have you come to send me on to what's next? Rid me of this cursed existence? I won't fight. Do what you must.
Oh, no, that's not really what we had planned, but we're looking for the witch.
The witch? Oh, yes. I know of whom you speak. She played a part in my tale. A tale of misery and woe. Would you hear it?
Yes, please.
Would you hear the story of a man's folly and a city's ruin?
Yeah.
Perhaps it would be good to state it. Just once. Perhaps then I could rest.
If it is a curse that holds you here.
No curse. This is mine doing and my own doing alone. This city, this ruin, is all my fault. Come, sit, and all will be revealed.
Strahdcast features Campbell O'Hare as Winnie, Kay Devine-Jones as Kaz, Ned Iannacone as Drogar, Tyler Kanter as Olaf, and me, Trevor William Fayle, as your DM. A patron, my kingdom for a patron! Special shout-outs to our newest patrons, Kristen Abisher and Cedar the Barefoot. Welcome to the party. The letter you heard Drogar read in the cold open of this episode was written and sent to us by one of our longtime patrons, DM by Choice. They were one of the first players in The Past Adventures of Drogar, a play-by-post adventure run by Ned in our patron Discord where they portrayed Elias, Cleric of Helm. Thanks, DM by Choice, for your stirring words and all your support. Take your day with advantage. If you're not ready to support us financially, there are still plenty of ways to help us out. You can follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at Critical Fail DM, binge Madness and Mercy on our YouTube channel, and join us there every other Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time when we do live listens of new episodes of the Strahdcast. Or rate and leave us a review wherever you like to listen. Thanks, Dungeoneers, and take your day with advantage.